CICAN for Linear Relations for Year 8. Plotting points on a number plane, plot and label these points. A is 2, 4. Put a point there, label it with its letter. B, -1, 6. -4, 0 for C. D is 0, -3. Identify the coordinates of the points on a number plane. So we'll list the coordinates of the points shown, starting with A, brackets, 4, -4. Oops. So read the X, then the Y. B, -4, -3. C is 0, 4. D is -5, 5. Complete a table of values. So we've got two rules here, and we need to complete a table of values with X values from -3 to 3. Now, I suggest always starting where X is 0 and going into the positive and then dealing with the negative. Y equals 2X plus 3. 2 times 0 is 0 plus 3. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 3 is 7. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 3 is 9. Then you should check, does this go up by the same amount? Plus 2, plus 2, plus 2? Yep. So to fill in back, we've got two options. We can use a calculator. Oops. So 2 times -1, 2 times -1 plus 3, 1. Or, if we're feeling very clever, we can see that if it's plus 2 this way, then to fill back, it must be -2. So 1 take away 2 is -1. -1 take away 2, -3, but we're probably feeling a little bit shaky on our negatives. So let's just use the calculator. 2 times -3 plus 3 is -3. So we've made our table of values. Y equals -x minus 2. Again, start with the 0. -0 take away 2. In fact, we can just use a calculator if you want, because it's -x take away 2. -0 minus 2. Now we might get an error for this. No, -2. -0 doesn't really exist, but okay. So -x means when x is 1, I want -1 take away 2, -3. When x is 2, -2 minus 2, -4. When x is 3, -3 take away 2, -5. Check that there's a pattern. Take away 1, take away 1, take away 1. Yep. So if we wanted to fill back into here, we'd add 1. -1, 0, 1. Or, of course, we could use the calculator. -3. That's a bit tricky, isn't it? -2 is 1. Yep, we're right. So a bit of a tricky one on that one. Now the next page, plot a line on a number plane from a table of values, and we should draw an accurate number plane and graph and label the lines from question 3. So my x needs to go out to 3 and -3. My y needs to go up to 9 and down to -5. And you might find that a different colour makes it easier to see your number line, or your number plane, sorry. Now, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep, that should fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bit of a squeeze. But you check to make sure everything's going to fit. Label, so put our gradations in on the grid lines. Oh, now we only need to go up to 3 here, so I might go 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3, so I've given it 2 spaces there. Now, if we're feeling like it's a bit small and a bit hard to write, remember you can just label every second one. 2, 4, 6, 8, and I've got 10 up there. Don't forget your arrow. -2, -4. Label X and Y. Then, one line at a time, plot our points. -3, -3, -2, -1, -1, 1, 0, 3, 1, 5, 2, 7, and 3, 9. They all make a nice neat straight line. That tells me I did the right thing. If anything was off that straight line, I'd know something was wrong. Join points taking up the whole space, arrows at either end, and label it with its rule, y equals 2x plus 3. Then we do the other one. Different colour can help. -3, 1, -2, 0, -1, -1, 0, -2, 1, -3, 2, -4, and 3, -5. They all formed a beautiful straight line. Rule through them, arrow at either end, and label it with the rule, y equals -x minus 2. Now, is an equation linear? Which of these graphs is linear? This is a straight line, so that one. Find the rule from a line from a graph, for a line from a graph. By completing a table of values, find the rule for this line. So the table of values, we read the points. It starts with x is -3, y is 0. When x is -2, y is 1. When x is -1, y is 2. When x is 0, y is 3. So we can see our pattern there. So the rule, oh look, there's a typo. Y equals, the pattern goes in front of the x. So since this is +1, we can have 1x, or we could have just written x. And where the x is 0, the y value, +3 plus 3. So I could write this rule, or I could write y equals x plus 3. That would work just as well. Find the rule from a table of values. Well, just like we did there. Find the pattern. What's happening here? Oh, look, that's going up by 1 again. And here, so y equals 1x minus 4. Graph horizontal and vertical lines, y equals 3. Put in some more points where y equals 3 in line with it. line goes through, label our line. X equals -2, put in some more points where X is -2, put our line through it, arrow at either end, label the line.